Oh, and welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. The afternoon session now underway, and this is where we're going to start to get into the bigger, the better, the badder, and the faster categories for the rest of the afternoon. Before we get there, though, we have got your Thailand Super Pickups, and this is the second race of the weekend for the C-Class drivers, so their opportunity to let loose in anger, and we'll get the opportunity to witness them in drier conditions, although we are just hearing from the circuit as well. There is light drizzle in and around the racetrack, and Super Moncol was quick yesterday, had an opportunity to win. Car didn't get there.
No, he did not. And whilst I think in a way here this afternoon, I am just down to things. As we tuned out at the end of the touring race, we unfortunately live didn't get a chance to see what caused the incident at the end of that race. Now just chasing down but the highlights ended off. There was a little bit of a sign happen. So now queued up now, folks. I do play that back over because actually ranking self 3 minutes, just enough time.
3 minutes to jump in to our race. So here we go, ladies and gents. We are going to be off and running with your Super Pickup Class Cs here in just a few moments. So get yourselves comfy, get settled in, because your afternoon of racing action is about to be coming your way. will be it. So Super Pickup Class C to start off. And then from there, we're going to be getting into the bigger and badder categories, which is what we're all here for.
First of all, there's confirmation earlier what I was saying with the 55 machine failure. I don't see a brake disc there on the left front corner. Put up on the highlights package, and then wait for section. I don't know, I picked up that part there right at the end of the highlights, so we'll let this play through. Those of you who stayed to the very end of live session. Also, we've seen this already. Great overtakes tool. So that was the shot that we saw on replay initially. Wait for the next shot coming up here.
Oh my word! That was a huge hit.
That.
Back to live pictures. And we're going to be going away with our formation lap here in under a minute's time for Sleek Class Super Pickups. Wow. Okay, yep, you were absolutely right, Dan. It was worth picking up and having a look at.
Right, because I sat back just to obviously make sure we were all clear to end the session 1 stream, and just watching that back. I mean, the wall of smoke the first car, the Honda City puts up, and then just all of a sudden smash into the left side door. Something to behold. It's not quite the way you probably hope it was.
Righto, we'll roll away for the formation lap, and did find what I had prepared earlier. So, racing action for the rest of the afternoon. We will have Thailand Super Pickup D2 class, which is what we have right here, right now. The C class drivers out on track. After that, we'll get into the Super Series Supercar GT4 and GTC, which will be out on track together for the full hour duration for that race. After that, we'll have the second race of the Formula 4 Southeast Asia, 25 minutes and a lap for those guys. And rounding out your Saturday afternoon racing action is going to be the Super Series Supercar GT3s and the GTMs on track together. That'll be kicking off local time from 4:40 p.m. We are scheduled for race start. 10-minute gridding due to begin about 4:30 local time this afternoon in Thailand. So if you're wondering about how far away that is, we're looking at about 3.5 hours, just a touch under 3.5 hours before we'll be live with our GT3 racing action for the afternoon. Here now we have the grid for your Class C drivers.
Quick reminder of the circuit. Obviously, those who have watched our coverage, you've seen this graphic a fair few times now, but simple in looks, but a little bit of deception present. Chang, end of the day, a half this track tests the drivers, various capacities, medium speed, high speed, all present at this place. A fair bit of loading on the tyres for some pickup trucks. That does mean that Hankook Ventus are as semi-slicks, I'd have to say. Go through just a wee bit of a workout, Scott. Maybe not so much on the ecos, but definitely. Well, we'd still bordering on truck sizing.
Yeah, and the Ventus RS4 semi-slick. The tyre choice for the drivers here. Arne Fapp has managed to grab himself pole position for race number 2 of the weekend, where tyre will start up alongside. Kiatasak and Jacopan are going to make up row number 2 in the 56 and 17 machines, respectively. Row number 3, it is Sack was quick yesterday, and Daniel, the American driver, will be on row number 3, Thanawas, and Kid Tasak rounding out row number 4. Back end of the top 10 is going to be Tassanai and Rooster in the 84 machine. That's Rooster Marley. Crid will be out of 11th spot, and Tanafak is going to be running out number 12. Final couple of rows, Woodachai in the 69 machine, Somnook and Super Mongol to come from the rear of the field in the 15th place truck for this one.
12 trucks made it to the finish of yesterday's opening race of the season. Actually, I should say to me, precise. 14 started, 1 didn't make the start. 12 classified as finished. So we await confirmation at the circuit that we are ready to go racing once again, bringing out the big pickup trucks. Will it be one of our drivers towards the front? Itasak, the race winner yesterday, starting out of 5th place. What can he do to possibly make that 2 from 2 to get this weekend underway? 5 red lights on this up the front. We're underway here for the second race of the Super Pickup Division 2 front row drag race. Looks like it's going to be Retire on the inside. Might be able to challenge for the race lead here, but no, round the outside, Arnafap will hold strong and borrow the pit exit once again on the way out of turn 1 to hang on to the race lead here.
We'll have to keep our eyes on the truck in front of the 30 machine. I think it might be the 12 of Thanawas. Did lean on a driver on his outside on the run through turn number 1. And now we'll rally off down in towards turn 3. You can see the move that the 12 machine of Thanawas was able to make. Got to the inside, and have a look at how close in behind him Itasak was able to get at turn 3. Great turn, great drive. And have a look in the background of that shot. That is telling for all the drivers. Similar conditions to what these guys experienced yesterday. Albeit these drivers probably got the worst of it. It was wet. It was the Super Ricos that started off dry and transitioned to wet, and a little bit deep down at turn 4 means that it's going to be running a touch wide for the 30 machine of Itasak. And this just gives you so much of a view of what's going on and how difficult it is. Gets it in there, but there was a lock-up of a brake from Thanawas ahead.
A little bit loose through turn 5. There's that overhead shot, actually really quite telling that it was a double apex sort of shape to turn 7. Front of the field there, how about that? A breakaway of 5 trucks up the front, but then damage on a truck there leading that second group of vehicles, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be Sack in the 52 as truck stop near turn 5 is going to be Yartisak, not to be mistaken, Kittiasak. That just makes it a bit of a mouthful here, but hopefully that 56 gets rolling again as down towards turn 12 for the first time here.
Pull it up, do so. Nice and easily, and the drive out the other side. Lap counter ticks down to 11 laps left to run. And is that a drummer? Maybe that was a mid-shift there for the number 12 machine at Thanawas, but Itasak got well and truly down the inside. And that's another pinch brake. That's the second time he's now locked a tyre in the last lap. Number 12 machine. Got the onboard camera showing the pass for Itasak as he runs down towards turn 3.
Watching here to see are there any moves. No, pretty neat and tidy here through the main hairpin on this second lap for our top 5. They all go through a single file based on that shot there. Having a look at see, I believe, unfortunately, they've only had 14 trucks start this one's hole. The pitch doesn't have any sector times that have lit up this one, and the only speed he has a pulled through speed trap only makes sense on a formation. So, our short one as we continue to watch our leading trucks here. Now up through turn 7 for the second time in the race, and Arnafap Shriklang currently like he's holding steady lead of the race, but Jakapan Wanarat is right there with a good couple of sectors right on the rear bumper. 77 in front.
Yeah, but there's going to be Some drama for the number 17 machine in second place. He's going to pick himself up a 5-second time penalty for a jump start. Mustn't have been a bad jump start for it to only be 5 seconds. But jumped start he has experience, and that's the onboard shot. You can just see the wheel work as they try and get the tyres under control out of the final corner.